Hey, bro, it's up to you.
I
Do,
have one.
do what you think is best.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's one first damage, you know. I can kick him too if he's in the lead, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we need one more. Damn. Come on. It's starting to get weak. Don't trust Mikey. Take the one bar. He said take the one bar. Alright.
Yeah. So you know, I'm gonna send you the stream on Snapchat. Yeah, I sent it. School Wax was a cool name. Oh, this guy got one bar. You see that shit?
Where?
That guy, he's that Grandmaster guy. His name is Karma Rules. Yeah, Karma Rules. Oh, these names. I think one more player should do it.
Just bringing back memories, man.
What does?
Tournaments, dude.
For real. Shit, it was more fun when we had like fucking 5 of us all together all playing this shit. And we all used to party chat and act wild. Remember those days?
I'm about to start it with 7, dude.
Say it again?
I'm about to start it with 7.
Oh wow, look at that. We only have one person left, and it took too long to join.
You get to watch first round.
So yeah, we're live. We're doing a tournament in Tekken 7 on PlayStation 4 online. With my friend here, his PSN name is U.S.A. 89.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, we had to start the tournament with 7.
Yeah, these people take their sweet time joining.
Kept having Motel 6 Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking lag. I don't want that shit happening.
It's been a long time coming. I probably, last time I did a tournament was maybe about 7 or 8 months ago.
Really?
Playing a game, maybe off and on.
7 months ago. No, actually, no, wait, I think...
Once every month and a half I play this game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I know we did a tournament like, I think 3 months ago or before that.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, but we just didn't record it. Well,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think I did, I don't know. Yeah, I know like at the beginning of the beginning of this year we did a couple of like matches on, you know, in the session, and I did record those.
Alright, my match is starting.
All right, first match.
Got a law player.
We got Akuma versus Law. We are live at Dragon's Nest stage. It's the best wall stage because it rains in the final round. It's nighttime. Damn, bro. Perfect, Jesus.
Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
Wow. All 3 rounds.
Back in the match.
Oh man, now it's gotta be us. Shit.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
I want to have some fun. I'm going to pick Negan.
Really?
Yeah.
Honor King.
Damn. Oh, and the fucking stage that I hate. The stage that's supposed to match my main character. Cause he does like grapple combos and he slams into the floor and the floor breaks and he keeps the combo going.
Right. Little margin.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Jin Kazama. Fight.
Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
Round one.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
As much as I hate this stage.
He said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, oh shit's right, he was really fucked. Oh wow, look at the fucking... Right now I'm shuffling the music and it's playing the soundtrack for this stage. That's funny. Oh, I went to the wall.
Round three. Fight.
Not cool.
Oh. Shit.
Ah, I fucked up. I did the wrong move. So much damage.
Yeah, man. Oh my god.
Oh, I pressed.
Oh, you saw it coming. Very.
Good shit.
Twilight conflict. Shit. 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 I will say shit.
Ah, the ground.
Yeah, man. Oh, you rolled it. Yeah, man.
Nice, nice, nice.
Alright, who am I fighting now? This guy named Killzay. What the fuck? He's a virgin. Oh man, it's gonna be tough.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Kazuya Mishima.
Nishima.
Nice. I see you ain't lost your touch. You know what to do still.
What happened?
I said, I see you haven't lost your touch. You know what to do still.
You're out of touch. I'm out of touch.
Don't want to be disappointed, you know.
Very. Oh, this guy means Lucky Chloe, really? Oh man. Just cause she's a little little bunny girl, that doesn't mean she can't fight, so I gotta be careful. Can't get my hopes up.
Round one.
It's Virgil Mishima. Oh man, that's it. I already know I'm gonna lose this one. This person picked their main character. I'm using a pocket character. I don't know shit about still. I'm barely getting the hang of this character, so.
Don't
Perfect. Round two.
display.
Fight.
Oh, you watching? Oh, you are? Oh, I thought you were fighting too.
Round three. Fight.
What the fuck was that?
Round four.
Whoa,
Fight.
you crossed him up. Where'd you cross him?
The person was laying on the ground still. Oh my god. Yeah, I got. That's crazy. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, this, he saw it coming, alright. I guess, I don't know. This match, it was, I don't know, it was alright, I guess. This guy chose his main character, of course. I chose a pocket character. Unfortunately, that was a bad idea. I'm gonna lose this final now, so.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one.
Wait a minute, that's the same guy you fought.
Yeah, I know.
Oh wow, he got around.
Two. Fight. Round three. Round four. Fight.
What the fuck? What in the fuck just happened?
He quit it. He quit it. He quit out, dude. Oh my god.
But wait a
You got
minute,
that on stream.
How can he affect the tournament if he's fighting
I
you?
don't know.
The only one that
I don't know,
the only one
bro.
that could have quit was the guy in the grand finals.
I have no idea, bro.
You want to do another one?
Yeah, dude. You see that
Ay
shit?
ay ay!
You
Unfucking
see
believable.
what- Like, dude, I told you they're gonna be mad when they realize who I am.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. I started?
Yeah.
How did I start? Oh, it's the tournament, my bad.
They can't handle that Akuma, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh, damn, dude. That was funny as hell.
Actually, wait a minute.
Yo, why can't I watch it?
What?
I can't rewind it?
Watch what? The stream?
Yeah.
Oh.
It won't let me.
You got the YouTube ad, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, so I was the first match.
That was crazy.
You see how bad I whooped his ass, dude? Oh my god, dude. It was crazy.
I mean, but seriously though, did you really think that was him that quit?
Hell yeah, it was, dude. They always do me like that.
Yeah, but why? But how is he affecting the tournament?
I don't know, dude. It always happens like that, dude. I don't know. It's
Yeah, that
like
makes no sense.
that nobody tells me. I don't know how it affects my shit, but whenever they quit, it fucks my shit up, dude. Every single time. Ever since the game ever first came out, it always does that. I don't know what they're doing or what the situation is, but yeah. Gotta watch this shit over again.
The beginning of this year, we did it because it rained in the final round. Versus we are live at Dragon's Nest stage.
What the fuck? For a second, I thought you were watching a random video. What an old man talking.
You see that first combo I hit him with, dude? Off
Yep.
the punish? That
Bro,
shit was
you fucked him up
crazy.
all 3 rounds.
I punished him and then I counter hit him because I knew he wanted to hit another move.
Yeah, this man went ham.
Dude, that was 84 damage on a fucking counter hit.
Definitely, yep.
I perfect him the first round. He said Jesus.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Jesus. Oh hell no! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wasn't this guy here before?
Nah, he wasn't.
In the last tournament.
I never seen that green map on there before.
Fuck that
dude
shit.
was, though. The farmer dude was,
Oh hell no! Yeah, him too. Yup. Yeah, all the same people coming back. Fuck out of here! I'm not gonna have no shitty ass McDonald's Wi-Fi players in my fucking tournament. Take that shit out of here now. Hi, Finn. You see what he said?
Yo, what'd you say?
You see what that guy said? He said, "Hi, friend."
Yeah.
You're not gonna waste the bread. Let me show you the perfect recipe. Soak your dry old bread in water. Add extra virgin olive
He
oil,
had
salt,
no answer
pepper,
for
add your
anything.
tomatoes.
To preface this, I'm a girl and my mom was a horrible addict. She barely took care of me as a kid. At the time of this incident, I was around 6 or 7, so my awareness and understanding of things happening may not totally make much sense here. This happened in the 90s. One night, my mother and I were on a car ride. I wasn't sure why we were driving, but it was late at night. I'm not sure what time it was, but I assume it was really late because there weren't many cars on the street and I was sleeping in the back seat. I don't even remember getting in the car. My mom drove up to some sketchy house and left me in the car for what felt like forever. Suddenly, the car door swung open and someone violently grabbed me by my arm and yanked me out of the car. I started screaming and crying until the man that grabbed me looked in my eyes and said, "Be quiet and don't try to run or I'll kill you." He had a scruffy beard and looked like a madman. I was scared to death, so I listened. He held me tight by my arm, shut the car door, and walked with me down the street. I looked back at the house my mom was in, hoping that my mom would come out the last second and save me. I looked at the house as long as I could as the man dragged me further and further away. As we walked down the street, I wanted to cry, but I was in shock and in fear. I didn't know what to do. If I sniffled or cried, the man would tighten his grip and yell at me. I can't even explain how scared and confused I was. We walked for a little while and ended up in the projects. The projects were a bunch of buildings crammed together in a shitty neighborhood. We walked into one of the buildings and walked up a flight of stairs. My legs and feet hurt like hell, but I was too scared to stop moving or complain. We walked up another flight of stairs when I saw some random guy smoking a cigarette in the stairway. Then, without warning, the guy that kidnapped me fell to the ground. It happened so fast. I didn't know how the kidnapper fell to the ground so fast, but the next thing I remember is the cigarette guy was punching and kicking the kidnapper in his head and in his face. The kidnapper was out cold. Cigarette guy picked up the kidnapper by the back of his jacket and threw him down the stairs. You have no idea how scary and violent it is to see an unconscious man fall down the stairs. To this day, I still have a fear of falling downstairs. He bled everywhere. I still have no idea how Cigarette Guy knew to help me, but I'm glad he did. Maybe he could see the tears in my eyes. Maybe he just picked up on something and had a bad vibe, but he acted instantly. The first second he could, he attacked my would-be kidnapper. Cigarette guy starts pacing back and forth, swearing at himself, gritting his teeth and clenching his fists. I thought he was mad at me, so I started to cry. He looked at me and said, Okay, shut up. He had an attitude, so I listened to him out of fear. I wasn't as scared of Cigarette Guy as much as the bearded guy, but I was still in fear of him. He started to ask me questions with an attitude. Why are you out this late? Where are your parents? Why would you talk to strangers? I was in so much shock and confusion I couldn't answer the man's questions correctly. He asked if I knew my way home, and I told him I didn't. I told him a broken story about what happened, and somehow with the information I gave him, he knew where my mom's car was. The only thing I remember about the road is passing a house with Christmas lights on it despite Christmas already being over. I think he knew the area well enough and figured out where I needed to go based on that information. But I honestly don't even remember telling him about the Christmas lights. Anyways, he told me he would take me back if I promised over and over that I wouldn't tell the police that I saw him or anyone that looked like him, and made me promise that I wouldn't even tell the police anything. He had an attitude and I didn't care what he asked me. I just wanted to go back to my mom, so I agreed. I followed him down the stairs. The bearded guy was still laying on the ground bleeding at the bottom of the stairs that Cigarette Guy threw him down. He wasn't moving at all. I mean, for all I know, he was dead, and I hope now that he was. Cigarette Guy stepped over the bearded guy and I followed. We walked outside and Cigarette Guy looked around panicky. I remember him telling me, "The police don't like me." We walked out of the projects and my feet still hurt.
One more person.
Cigarette Guy was walking fast in a panic and I had to basically jog to keep up with him. I started crying and he asked me what was wrong. I told him my feet hurt, and I remember him sucking his teeth and picking me up with an attitude. He awkwardly cradled me in both arms. He walked down the road for a moment. Then I remember him swearing and running behind a house or building. A cop car was driving down the road. He put me down and told me to run to the police car. I tried to run, but my legs could barely move and I was scared. The cop car kept driving and rode away without seeing me before I could even get remotely close to it. He kept swearing to himself as he picked me up again and ran down the street. He took me behind a lot of houses and hid from every cop car that drove by. I assume now that the police were looking for me. He carried me in both arms, running fast down the road when I saw my mom and her car in the distance. She was surrounded by police. Cigarette Guy put me down and told me to run to the police. I got so excited the pain in my legs disappeared. He put me down and ran away. I ran towards the police and my mom. My mom picked me up and hugged me tight. The police started to ask me and my mom questions. I don't remember too much about their questions, but I remember my mom telling the police some convoluted story that just didn't make any sense. She basically told me to not say anything, and I didn't say much but cried a whole bunch. We went home. Days later, my dad picked me up and knew something was wrong. I told him everything. I never lived with my mom again. When I grew up and had time to think about that day, I never forgave my mother. Not too long ago, I asked my dad what he remembers about the situation, and he told me what he thinks happened from what I explained to him from years ago. He said my mom was on a drug binge, I got kidnapped, someone saved me, but the person that saved me had warrants and wasn't mad at me, he was just frustrated with the situation that he had to deal with. Imagine being a criminal on the run, and now you have a kidnapped girl with you, and you just beat a guy up half to death. If he would have gotten caught with me, he would be in jail for my kidnapping. With my mom lying and me being in shock and confused, I wouldn't be able to tell them that the man had helped me because while it was all happening, I didn't even notice he was helping me. To the man that saved me, thanks. To the man that tried to kidnap me, I hope I never see you again.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Asuka Kazama. Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, you was watching it. Okay.
Say it again.
I said you were watching my match.
Yeah, I was.
Round 1. Fight.
In the butt.
Round 3. Fight.
Oh, wow. I thought that was a low attack.
Round 4. Fight. You win.
Let's take a few moments to calm the mind and relax the body.
I was on an equestrian team throughout middle school with about 9 other girls. My coach's name was Deborah, and one of the most awesome things about Deborah was that she'd always take our teams on reward trips or events. Trips included outings such as movies, water park dates, or just barn sleepovers. This particular trip was a trail ride overnight. We were ecstatic as trail overnights were only a summer thing, and it was one of the first ones of the year. Basically, a trail overnight was a weekend that we would go on a 3-day long trail ride. We'd At the time this happened to me, I was a 26-year-old male. I'm telling my story in hopes that it may educate people and to demonstrate to those who have experienced what I have that they're not alone. The year was 2010, and I had just finished basic training in the military. I joined the Marines in hoping to improve myself and become part of something greater than myself. After completing basic training, I was stationed at a facility where I was to receive MOS training, which is basically training for the job I was to do in the Marines. I was married at the time, and things were not going well between my wife and I. After a stressful week, I decided to go with some of the guys in my unit to a local bar and blow off some steam. Before we were dismissed for the weekend, we were briefed by our command on basic safety tips such as travel in groups, don't wander off drunk alone, and watch your drinks. I blew most of what they said off because I never envisioned
Oh yeah, I forgot me and you were playing.
After finally being released for the weekend, we hit the bar and it was packed. The music was loud, the drinks were flowing, and we were all having a great time. While my friends were dancing and socializing, I decided to head back to the bar for another drink. While waiting for the bartender, a gentleman I did not know approached me. He was slightly taller than me, slender, and rather non-threatening. He smiled and said, "Hey, Marine, you look stressed." Without thinking or even caring, I told him about my marital troubles. He offered me a drink, and as I had my attention turned to my phone, he handed me a drink. He smiled and said, "See you around."
I got to pause that. This guy. Wasting no time. Oh shit, did I get it? I still caught that midair.
KO. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. I don't even know how to use. Yeah, you know it's funny. I was practicing this character a while back, but now like I forgot everything already. I'm just pressing shit that I remember. Time for a nap.
All the wrestlers, dude.
Yeah. Like I said, this character I don't even know how to use him. Like I said, I was just pressing stuff that I remember. I tried learning him a while back, but I forgot everything. I'm just pressing, like I said just now. I'm pressing stuff that I remember. Yeah. Marduk. Shrek looking ass.
I I drank what he gave me and I went to go look for my friends. As I began to walk around, I started to feel sick. The room began to spin and I was not feeling well. I felt that something was off, and when I couldn't locate my group, I left the bar to call a cab and head back to base. As I staggered outside, struggling to pull my phone out, the man who bought me the drink approached me. "Where's your friends?" he asked. "I don't know, but I'm going home," I replied. "Why don't I take you home?" he said. I didn't know this guy and was starting to feel uneasy, so I politely refused, telling him that I'd wait for a cab. That was when the expression on his face changed to a menacing look. "Let's go, I'm taking you home," he stated with an angry tone as he grabbed my arm. I demanded he let me go and began to struggle when he slammed my head into the wall. Almost immediately after that, I began to lose consciousness. As he dragged me to his car, for what felt like an eternity, I went in and out of consciousness.
The story.
Felt weight pressing down on me. I tried to struggle, but I passed out again. When I finally woke up, I was face down in an alleyway with my pants down, covered in blood. I was bleeding from my face and from behind. I was in so much pain. I finally made it back to base, and when asked about what happened, I lied. I was so ashamed. I couldn't believe what had happened. For the next 3 years, I fell into a deep depression. I suffered from depression, anxiety, and spells of rage. My marriage ended not long after what happened. Despite this horrible incident, I finished my enlistment honorably, and it took years before I was able to come to terms with what happened. My advice to anyone who has experienced what I have: you are not alone. Be patient with yourself and get help. The sooner you deal with it, the better it will get. To everyone else, watch your drinks. Be aware of your surroundings and never accept drinks from strangers. You never know when you will cross paths with a predator.
Be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Round 4. Fight. You win.
You see that? You see that?
What?
Mike.
Oh my god, not again. What the fuck?
He quit. I told
The
you they
second
always do that
time.
to him. I told you that.
Yo, what the fuck we gonna do now? You wanna do another one or just play a session? What do you want? You're done? I did this live stream for nothing, is what you're telling me? This is fucking ridiculous. Yo, so what are you gonna do? Yo, you there? I don't know. I'll try one last time. I guess so. And if it doesn't, if shit doesn't work out, then whatever. Do something else then. This is fucking bullshit. It's not fucking believable. Oh, I don't know. I guess it's just being silly. Yeah, that's actually one of my friends. Yeah, he's on my friends list. I know him. That's some bullshit. Actually, you know what? Hold on. No, never mind. A plus. Who's that? A plus. You know that guy?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Fuck my life. One bar.
If that guy joins back up, ask him why he quit. He better not join back. He's gonna get kicked. I got some pretty sweet combos in though with my Kuma.
Yeah, you don't.
You think I can make it prime?
Say it again.
You think I can make prime?
Make prime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, the rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you could. You made it. You made it to True Second God, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's only one rank behind Prime.
Yeah.
Shit, if anything, you might get Omega. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. 'Cause,
Yeah.
The way those guys were fighting, and you see they were rank above me, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, like Raijin. Yeah, I know.
Like the way they were fighting, like dude. And that guy has the audacity to get mad and says, "Fight me like a man, don't shoot fireballs and run." Remember he said that shit?
Yeah.
For him to say that makes me realize how the blue ranks are.
Bro, last
You know?
night, last fucking night, okay, there was a bunch of people arguing and being very stupid and toxic.
What rank were they?
They were all, as a matter of fact, they were all purple ranks. That's the funny part. They were all purple ranks. Yeah, they were like Mighty Ruler, Revered, Divine, and yeah, like I told you, right before I fucking started the tournament and before I started my stream, they were fucking arguing like back and forth. And they kept asking me, oh, kick this person out, or you just mad because you can't take a L, and this and that, or this motherfucker, he's a toxic ass nigga, like this and that. I'm like, Jesus.
Talking to you or just talking about each other?
No, they were talking about each other, but one of them had asked me to kick the other guy out. I'm like, why? Like I thought he was gonna say like maybe he has like 2 bars on his end or some shit, but nope. They all like after the tournament finished. Yeah, somebody had made a comment saying, "Oh, those people got personal beef with each other." I'm like, well, don't bring that shit in my lobby. And I forgot to mention, motherfucker, somebody had key charged me and teabagged me too. I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't do shit to you. Like, the fuck you doing that to me for? I'm like, oh my god, these motherfuckers. That's crazy. These motherfuckers, man. They fucking treat the game like they're at boot camp. So at a boot camp or in jail. You know, when people are in the jail cell together, they fight, they argue. Holy shit. I recognize this guy like 4 years ago. I remember this guy. I used to play him all the time on my main account. Oh wow, he still plays this game, wow. Yeah, I used to play this guy on my main account. Like 2 years ago. Yeah, actually, yeah, he was actually one of my streams. I think it was in the summer of three years ago, I think. Yeah, and ever since then I met him. We started playing all the time. Heck, 4 months ago. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, that shit's crazy, right? Those people were fucking purple ranks, and they were fucking going at it. That's crazy, right?
Like mighty the ruler ranks.
Yeah, yeah. Like I think it was 3 of them. Yeah, there was like 3 players. That was like a mighty ruler. I think one of them was revered, and I think I saw one that was divine ruler. I think. Yeah, I might have to go back and check the stream out. Yeah, that was the stream from last night. It was Saturday night. I was playing with my friend Eric, and yeah, he's a king main as well. But yeah, at the time I wasn't doing commentary. I was just like streaming it for fun. I asked my friend if he wanted to be a part of it. You know, I never really streamed Tekken 7 on on this channel, so I said why not. Well, mainly I'm just doing videos. Okay, I'm getting hungry. Only had 1 meal. Alright, I think one more should do it. Yep, we're ready.
Oh, we got somebody from way far away.
Yeah, I know. KO, what does that stand for?
Who am I fighting?
Shit, I don't know how to see.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7. Lydia Sobieska.
Please, I hope no one fucking quits this time. Please don't quit. Whatever you do, don't rage quit. Because if you do, we're very disappointed.
This story is told in the perspective of a female. This is my first time talking about this since it happened. Thinking about it still brings back feelings that are hard to describe. But I've been listening to similar stories from other survivors and decided telling my story might be therapeutic for me in some way. It might also help somebody else who accepts rides from strangers. Don't. This happened to me a few years back. I was 21, but I looked like I was 15. I've always been smaller than other girls my age, and I'm smart enough to know that.
I'm gonna have to pause that.
Załatwię to jeszcze przed obiadem. Round 1. Fight.
What the?
strangers and decided telling my story might be therapeutic for me in some way. It might also help somebody else who accepts rides from strangers. Don't. This happened to me a few years back. I was 21, but I looked like I was 15. I've always been smaller than other girls my age, and I'm smart enough to know that sometimes looking young can attract the wrong kind of attention. Unfortunately, on this night, my guard was down. I had been drinking with my boyfriend and his brother for most of the night. We were all pretty drunk, so I don't remember why we had gotten into a fight, but for some inebriated reason that was probably really stupid, we did. I wanted to get away from the screaming and yelling, so I left. I was crying so hard I could barely see, but I managed to make it to the end of our street, which was only 2 houses down. And that's when he saw me. He was older than me, probably in his 30s. He was driving an older white car of some kind, and he had a big dog in the back seat. He saw me crying and stumbling, and he slammed on his brakes and reversed back to where I was standing. He asked me if I was okay, and I told him no. He asked if I needed a ride, and I told him yes, which turned out to be a huge mistake. Now, I knew not to get into cars with strangers, but I was so drunk, mad, and hurt that I really didn't care at the time. And he had his dog with him, so I figured he was just a normal guy. The fact that it was 2 in the morning and this guy was randomly driving around with his dog didn't even register with me. I got into his car and he started driving. Now, I don't remember much of what happened from the time I got into his car to the time I started realizing something was wrong, but I do remember a couple details that probably saved my life. When I first got into his car, I asked him if I could use his cell phone to call my friend and ask her if I could stay at her house. He let me, but he made me call her on private. I just thought he didn't want strangers to have his number. I asked her to meet me at the Kroger's right down the street from where I was, probably a 2-minute drive. She said okay, and we hung up. After that, I started talking to the guy, probably rambling about nothing, lost in my own conversation. So lost that I didn't realize that we had been driving for more than 2 minutes. Actually, it had been more like 15 minutes. I finally stopped talking and stared out the window. My heart started pounding and my hands began sweating. We were no longer in the city I lived in.
Gotta pause it again. The match has begun. What the?
This plays so cheap.
Oh, you lost?
Yeah, he plays cheap as hell.
Yeah, me too. Same with this person too. Fucking Alyssa. I hate that character.
He just went for nothing but lows, though, man.
Yeah, this person was kind of mashing me, but I don't know. I thought I had a chance.
He
I guess they.
plus frames and use lows.
Oh well. Well, it was our first time losing, so. Try again.
Get used to that cheesy shit, man.
Same outfit too. Try again.
In fact, we were surrounded by trees in the middle of nowhere. There was no sign of another living person anywhere, not even a street light, and the dirt road we were driving on looked like it hadn't been used in a very long time. I sat there in silence while he slowly drove down this road, and all I could think is, he's going to kill me when we get to the end of this road. I'm going to die tonight and nobody knows where I am. They'll never find me. A million things were going through my head. Fear is not a strong enough word to describe how I felt. Petrified, maybe. After about another minute of driving in silence, we reached the end of the road. There was an old abandoned house and nothing else. Finally, I got enough courage to talk. I stared straight ahead, too scared to turn to look at him, and asked him what he wanted me to do. He didn't say anything. Instead, he pulled his pants down and revealed himself to me. He sat there, waiting for me to act on his silent...
Pause again. The wall killed him.
Demand. I didn't know what to do. I definitely didn't want to do what he wanted me to do, but I didn't think I could run away either. What if he made his dog chase me? What if he had a gun or some other weapon? I had no idea where I was. He did. He could easily chase me if I tried to run in my drunken state, and we both knew it. So I did the only thing I thought I could do at the time. I complied. I did exactly what he wanted me to do. I thought about biting him as hard as I could, but just as I started thinking that, I felt something hard on the back of my head. I'm not sure if it was actually a gun or not. I never saw it, but I didn't want to risk my life if it was. I felt sick, disgusted. I was shaking from fear so badly that it was hard to do what he wanted. Finally, he pulled my head up, and it was at that moment that I realized I did have a way out of this. He had allowed me to use his phone. He had left a trail back to him if something were to happen to me. Making me use private doesn't stop the FBI from tracing the number. I just hoped he knew that too. So before he could make me do anything else, I told him, Sarah is probably really worried about me. She knows I called her from a stranger's phone. He sat there for what seemed like forever, and I could see that he was realizing the same thing. He didn't say a single word. He started the car and drove out of the woods, back towards the city and my home. For the first time, I actually started to breathe again. I felt like I had just saved my own life, but I wasn't free yet. He could change his mind and turn around at any second. I didn't move at all. I couldn't. I did pay attention to the street names and any signs I saw, though. I knew I was going to the police, and I wanted to give them as much information as possible. Finally, we arrived at Kroger. Sarah was actually still there waiting for me. She was terrified that something had happened to me, and when she saw me, I could see the relief on her face. The man didn't say anything as I got out of the car. I struggled to walk to Sarah's car. I was still shaking very badly. As soon as I sat down, got the door shut, and saw that the man was gone, I burst into tears. I told Sarah everything as she drove us to her house. Once I was there, I called the police. They sent a car out not long after, and I told the officer what happened. He asked me to ride with him to the hospital so they could do a rape kit and try to get some DNA. I agreed and we went to the nearest hospital. My boyfriend and my mom met me there. I had never been so happy to see my mom. I had to tell the doctors and different investigators what happened about 10 times. I was so sick of telling it.
Oh my god, I keep getting distracted with these messages. Alright, sorry about that. Oh yeah, I forgot that you also use Yoshimitsu. Oh no, this guy did a 10-hit combo on me. Oh no.
How do you get out of there?
I can't tell you that.
Oh wow.
I thought you knew. Wait, have you done it before?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, for anything, you might have to go to practice mode. You might have to go to practice mode and figure that out.
What? Okay.
Just don't be disappointed.
I thought we was friends. Is it like that for real?
Yeah, just don't be disappointed.
I didn't see which hand grabbed me, so let's just see what hand grabbed me.
Oh my god, these fucking people, man. It's fucking so many messages.
It's a command grab, definitely, but which
Yeah, somebody added me to a group chat. I kept getting distracted with these messages when the match started.
So how do I break that grab?
This guy's still asking me.
Are you seriously not going to tell me?
I can't tell you that.
What?
Because if you know how to break it, I'm going to be very...
Dude, it's not even that serious, though. It's really not, dude. And then laughing about it. It's not that serious. And then you're still not gonna tell me.
If I don't tell you, are you seriously mad?
Man, I didn't know you was that competitive.
No, bro. I'm just fucking around with you.
You better fucking tell me then. I don't want to have to go look.
Alright, fine. I mean, I can't tell you on stream because then other people might. I'll text it to you.
Alright.
This man almost caught a heart attack.
I feel better. I feel better. I was like, yeah.
This man caught a heart attack. Yeah, he was about to be very right.
A lot of shit I don't remember.
Fuck, I'm getting distracted fucking around. Oh wait a minute, it's just the same person I fought. I was button mashing me. Oh no, not again. Person. I can't even do anything. Look at this shit. Oh my god, I'm dead. I lost. Fucking button mash your listener, man. Fucking annoying as fuck. I lost.
You don't even have to tell me.
Yeah, actually, I got a little bit distracted because we were fucking around.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I guess I'll text you it. I can't say it out loud. Damn, it's just clapping.
There's a whole 12-minute video on this shit.
What is?
Get ready for the next battle.
I'll just watch it.
Oh my god. Again? It's supposed to be the final match. And it's the same stage. Like from the last tournament. This was the same stage in the grand finals.
Look how cheap he's playing.
Who would Alyssa play, right?
Nah, Eku Young.
Yeah, I know.
He's using the same dude 8 times, dude.
Yeah. I think he might be a competitive player. Like I said, I played him many times, and I think I followed him one time on Instagram. If I'm right, I think he used to go to tournaments. I think, I don't know if I remember.
I mean, for somebody who plays the game that much, though, I mean, damn.
For real.
You would think he would be fucking Tekken God Omega already.
Nope.
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, look at that. Jesus Christ. Perfect.
Charging right in the middle of it.
Oh man, this game. People. Huh?
I'm done. I'm done for tonight now.
Alright, bro.
Go to sleep. Catch me some shut eye, man.
Say again?
I'll be on tomorrow.
Or you getting off?
Yeah.
Alright then, do what you gotta do.
These games.
Yeah, at least you got the stream now, so I don't have to send you it.
Stream out.
Hold on, let me just finish this this story.
Of reliving it. And it had only happened a couple of hours ago. I just wanted to go home and go to bed. A week later, I was sitting at home watching the news. They were talking about a girl who had gone missing. She was last seen walking her dog in a popular park about 50 miles north of where I lived. I didn't think too much about it at the time, other than hoping that she was okay. Another week passed and I was watching the news again. They found the girl. She was dead, strangled to death and left in a drainage ditch. She was only 14. When they showed the picture of the man who had killed her, I almost passed out. It was the same man. I know I shouldn't, but sometimes I blame myself. If I could have remembered more details, maybe they could have got him. Maybe she would still be alive. I still live with these thoughts 8 years later. And that's my story. Everything in this story is true. It was by far the scariest thing that has ever happened to me. To truly believe you are about to die, that is a feeling that you can't describe. I'm just glad I'm able to tell it.
Okay, and that was it. Yeah, I know it was weird for me to, oh yeah, by the way, so now my friend Life89, you know, his PSN name, you know, his main character is Akuma. He just left the party, so now it's just me and my other friend, but he's away from the controller at the moment. I have another friend in the party, but he's away from the controller. Anyway, so my friend Life89, that's his PSN name, he just left. We did 3 tournaments in total. I mean, technically, we were only able to get 1 tournament done without anybody rage quitting or losing connection. The last 2 tournaments, the first and second one, supposedly somebody rage quitted it, and I guess it affected the whole tournament, or somebody lost connection. It affected the whole tournament, as you guys saw. So yeah, this is my first time doing commentary. I normally don't do this, but you know, my friend Life 89, he randomly showed up out of nowhere, and he wanted to play a tournament with me, so I said, why not? And honestly, tonight was a bit better than last night. Saturday night was yeah. I actually tonight was a lot better than Saturday night. You know, well, you know, with all those. I'm sure you guys saw the comments that those players were saying to each other in that tournament session. Yeah, you saw there was a bunch of purple rank players that had joined my tournament, and they was inside the tournament session. They was saying a bunch of crazy shit to each other, and yeah, like, but my point is, yeah, tonight was a lot better than last night. Last night I had a lot of toxic players in my tournament, and you know, I guess last night's stream was last night's live stream was a big mistake. Maybe tonight was the right time to stream. But besides those players who kept losing connection or rage quitting, you know, because obviously, you know, players that can't take a loss, you know, they're very, I don't know, salty, dramatic, whatever the fuck. Yeah, who cares? I mean, in some ways, I could be the same way in terms of being very salty and just being very dramatic and stupid. You know, when it comes to these tryhards showing off, and you know, they play the way they play. You know, so hey, this is what goes on in Tekken. I mean, it goes on in any game in general, you know, online. When it comes to players, you know, showing off and being tryhards, you know, they want to impress others, and you know, they just want to, you know, feel good about themselves. Anyways, I don't want to keep babbling on. So, anyways, yeah. Tonight was okay. You know, at least now we got 1 tournament done. So yeah, some random. Well, yeah, the guy that won the tournament. The guy's name was Egg Fuyans ago. As I said a few minutes ago, I recognize the guy. I used to play against him on my main account. I met him sometime 3 summers ago, and yeah, and apparently he randomly showed up, and he won the tournament. So yeah, that was it. And yeah, and as you guys heard, I was listening to one of those horror stories that you know, one of those horror stories that people they narrate, you know, they narrate a horror story. Yeah, that's something I just did. So yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, while I was waiting for the match to begin, when it was my turn, yeah, you guys heard me listening to these narration stories. Yeah, I was listening to a story, a horror story, like you know how people make those videos where they're telling a story, that they're narrating it. And yeah, that's what I was just doing, as you guys heard. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. That was kind of weird because, yeah, I'm playing Tekken, and you know, Tekken's not a horror game, and yeah, like I should. Why am I listening to a horror story while playing Tekken? It's kind of weird, especially since I had to keep pausing the video because the match was starting. And yeah, anyways, that's about it. I'm done. So yeah, again, this is my first time doing commentary. My name is Game Hunter 22. This is my second channel. I always leave my main channel in the description. So yeah, normally I do commentary in my videos on my main channel. You know, and I'm also on my main account on PS4. You know, my main PSN account. But this is my second account and my second channel. So yeah, that's about it. Anyways, so I'm done. We did three tournaments in total, and we were only able to finish the last one. So yeah, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time, and I'm out.